Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor. Wow, I'm still shocked by what we saw at the end of last episode. Wow. And I guess we will be seeing more of Shangarud soon. Hopefully soon. I don't know.
Is there something you need?
Raphûz and Ashâmi did as I requested. They faced their fears and earned the right to prove their courage against the Ordachai of Imhular. Numûru pauses and looks at your friends. They were perplexed when I told them there was another challenge before them. Mizâdi's guards are not tempered by only fighting beasts. They must hone their skills against the true enemy. Speak with them. I believe they are worthy, but I require further proof. Numûru advised you to speak with Raphûz and Ashâmi at his post in Urmag.
Hastal Gur, stranger.
Numûru wants more proof of our devotion to the cause. She shakes her head. I do not like the words he chooses. We fight because it is noble. We fight because the cause is just. We fight because the plight of the people of Shagana is extreme. We fight for our freedom and a future for the children of Shagana. We fight for an ideal, not a savior. Ashâmi is grudgingly prepared to face the new challenge. I will return to our hovel to prepare. Seek me there. What about Raphûz? I wanted to see what Raphûz had to say about that. I don't know. I spoke with Raphûz. He is enamored by Mizâdi's words, but he is not given to the superstitions of the Shagani. I think it is his pragmatic view of Shagana that endears me to him. We have discussed and will go to the encampment and prove our value to Numûru and Mizâdi's cause together. I spoke with Raphûz. Yeah, that's what you just said. So, what now? We are prepared, Beriathan. We will meet you in the heart of the cultist encampment. I think we should have talked to Raphûz first. What a shame. I have no idea what we're supposed to be doing. Dûl Zidur. Wow. Here, Garlith. Let me just a moment because should be good enough. We'll do what must be done. Let us fight through the enemy and give the main force the destruction they need to retake parts of the ruins. Yeah, I think that dialogue with Raphûz that we didn't get to see was the explanation of what we are supposed to be doing now. We are fighting the cultists. I can see that much, but a little more context would have been fine. So we're creating a distraction for Mizâdi's forces to retake this place, from what I can understand. There we go. So, where now? To the right or to the left? Okay, to the left. Oh boy, take a look at all these debuffs. Didn't even realize. And I'm guessing now we are going to the right. What comes next? Yep. One side and then the other one. Makes sense. Voice booms. What is this clamor? The enemy is here. Defend yourselves. Okay, there we go. What is this? Not anyone in particular, it seems. Yeah, slaughter these fools! Okay, that cultist we cannot fight, at least not yet. There we go. Stop it. The Mal cultist shouts. Already the firstborn returned from their long slumber. What are you talking about? Already they seek the seals. All will know through despair. What the heck was that? The words from the cultist linger in the air. What is this madness he screams about? Would like to know. What did he mean? The firstborn returned from their long slumber. What evil grows beyond him Hular? Let us return to Numûru with haste. Alright, if I learned my lesson well enough, I should be talking to Raphûz first.
Bad winds to you.
Huh. Numûru is pleased with our performance, but the information we provided concerns him greatly. We need you to speak to him as well. Raphûz wants you to speak with Numûru at his post in Nurmak, yeah.
Is there something you need?
We presented Numûru with the words the cultist spoke. He is unconvinced it is anything more than a hollow threat. Please, speak to him. Convince him this is more than superstition. Ashâmi wants to speak with Numûru, yeah. Yeah, that sounds menacing.
What say you, traveler?
Numûru listens to your report. I've heard the expedition out of Umbar seeks to quash a threat from among their leaders. It could be this threat the cultist speaks of, no? I cannot take this report to Mizâdi without more proof. Ashâmi and Raphûz proved their worth in their trials. They are welcome in our legion. I cannot chase after the words of an Ordahai cultist without more proof. The expedition of Umbar, if you mean the Kindred of the Coins, I can tell you these are not the guys we were pursuing. I have no idea why they're talking about, and you should be concerned about this as well. Numûru's concern is with the Ordahai. They are fighting at Kûranzar. Okay.
Travel with care, friend. Dangers are all about.
Raphûz and Ashâmi nod in unison. Ashâmi speaks. We agree. We want to collect proof to deliver to Numûru. If the cultist threat is real, there will be signs near the encampment. Raphûz and I will head to the Ordhakai camp in the south. Will you go to the cultist camp east near the Bridge of Princes called Nambadir in the Shagani tongue? Look for the signs of the threat and return here with your evidence. We will confer and present what we find to Numûru. Cultist camp east near the Bridge of Princes Nambadir. Okay, yeah, well, right where we were. But still good to be told a little bit more about the lay of the land. Now, as you can see, we can technically go to Kûranzar now. There's really nothing else noteworthy in here. Have plenty of quests that I left for later that I will get to at some point. Not today, but I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. And the Song of Waves and Wind. That's where we should be heading now. Right. So we're heading south because I think after we advance the Song of Waves and Wind a little bit more, that one will also send us to Kûranzar to reunite with Kultek and the others. God, I don't remember how many episodes ago we got separated from Kultek. It was episode 688 or 687, so about 10 episodes ago. It's kind of crazy to think that this was supposed to be a quick, or I thought at least it would be a quick, not a diversion, but a quick side project. I was not expecting to find Balakat and to learn so much from him, and to meet Silitar. But well, there we are. How are we gonna justify this absence to Kultek? What's Sigilet gonna say, I wonder? Ancient relic of Ikorban? Yeah, sure, why not? Really? No, please don't do this to me. I don't remember if this is the first time or not that we have used these relics on horseback. So cool. And here we are in Vartúlin. Oh, a bounty. The bounty notice reads, on behalf of Usakâr, who makes his home amongst these woods, you are entreated to use your sternest words and teach Luhumgena, protector of the marshes of Sahumak, a quite stringent lesson. Luhumgena stole my favorite hat. It was good in both the hottest days and the coldest nights. Close-knit, quite fine stitching. Just snatch it off my head, she did. It was a really nice hat. I was quite fond of it. The manners of these marsh lurkers leaves much to be desired. Teach this one a thing or two about the consequences of thievery. Find me after it's done. I'll find you a suitable enough reward. Yeah, sure, why not? There is a milestone in here that we're gonna grab, of course, because we don't need the milestone in Urmak at all. Wow. You have found Thórvilon, leader of the Kintai at Vartúlin.
You have come to aid the Kintai of Vartúlin with our work.
I welcome it, though I fear the blight that has transformed these woods resists our efforts and has so far proven impossible to reverse. The best for which we can hope is to slow its spread. You and Silirtas have my thanks. Thórvilon glances at Silirtas with understanding. Silirtas stares blankly forward, her awareness once again untethered. Oh boy.
I see that Silirtas still fights our people's fate. I am saddened to see it, but not surprised.
She and I have spoken about it before, and her decision then was clear. I see it has not changed. How can it be so easy to accept in others and yet so difficult to accept when it affects those dear to us? Alas, I see this difficulty most clearly within my own family, and the contradiction is visible to me. But it is not my decision to make for Silirtas, and my words on this subject will sway her neither for nor against. Thórvilon accepts the satchel containing the deceased hooves, fangs and hides from the pestilential creatures of the dead forest, and sadly looks them over. If there is aught to learn from this, we will learn it. I dare not hope the blight can be reversed, but perhaps we can fight it as Silirtas fights the fading. So does that mean that Thórvilon and Silirtas are kin? Seems that way. Of course, thought as much. What do I get rid of? I wonder. Oh boy. This this got after me sooner than I expected. Vitality, agility, finesse, and fate. Maybe I could maybe one of these two. Agility, tactical mitigation, and fate. Critical rating and parry. Because boy. I forgot how to do this. Edit sequence. Boy. I have this quick slot, okay. The gauge of the adventurer versus these wrist guards of the oasis. So vitality, the teal one. Agility, this one. But critical rating, parry, evade. I mean, I could compensate the lack of the extra agility that this has with an essence. So yeah, I don't see it. I don't see why I should keep these ones. So I'm gonna just get rid of this and this and this. And just want to make sure that I got it right. They are family. I don't. Just a moment, because I'm not sure I follow. Hopefully Silirtas will explain a little.
The protective arts with which we ward our groves have become less effective over time.
The protective arts with which we ward our groves have become less effective over time. But it is the hope of the Kintai that they will forestall the encroaching darkness long enough for us to discover a lasting solution. We have inscribed runes of guarding and renewal upon boundary stones that must be placed along the perimeter of Vartúlin. Will you retrieve some of the boundary stones from the pile across the bridge and set them along the borders of the grove? I will remain with Silirtas until she returns to herself.
How can I help?
Lidath Mad, there is much we must do to maintain what we have here in Vartúlin. I presume you've noticed the red leaf trees around us? They are Sarlashi trees with which we make Berothi. Our Berothi are living links to the Kintai who have undergone through Thûl, the Wearing. We give them the reverence and respect men have for their entombed dead in sarcophagi. Our Berothi require fresh Sarlashi trees with which to grow. Vartúlin trees no longer produce shoots, as they are near the end of their life cycle, as are we who tend them. There is an area west of here with younger Sarlashi trees. This is the grove of Rothering. I must warn you, however, there are vengeful Hurtari spirits, Kintai who became wrathful or vengeful at the despoiling of their forest, who roam Rothering. It is no longer safe for the Kintai to venture there. You, however, have the bearing of one who can handle yourself in a fight. It is our ancestral duty to plant more Sarlashi trees here in Vartúlin, but we have enough for all the Kintai elves who undergo through Thûl. Go to Rothering and gather us fresh Sarlashi shoots, that they may be replanted here in Vartúlin and grow into full Sarlashi trees. I am trusting you with something quite sacred to us, Beriathan. I know you will not let me down.
Though you are an outsider, you have the look of someone capable. I am quite desperate. Enough so that I would turn to a stranger for our salvation.
This grove you see is dying. My people are dying. My wife is struggling. She is wearing, fading before my very eyes. I cannot bear it. These eyes have seen such sights, countless miracles over thousands of years. Never did I think I would see such nightmares as these. The land cursed, the ground parched, forest as dry and white as bone. All my friends, all those I love, destined to fade and be forgotten. I will not fade so easily. I will not let this grove crumble to dust. This is not my path. I have a desperate idea and you seem capable. Will you help me? Will you help our people?
There is a man who treats with us, Usakâr. His ways are strange, but I believe he may have a powerful friend, Cúridwan, the Golden Maiden.
She is someone who could help us heal Vartúlin, this grove you see around you. Ever since the southern men made their way through our forests, the trees have started dying, turning hard and white as bone. We call it Lagdavrit, the pale blight. I believe it is tied to the southern men, but I cannot be sure. Much of what they do is profane to nature as they burn and cut the trees and brush they meet, rather than exist within it. I believe Usakâr knows more about the Lagdavrit as well as the knowledge of how to contact Cúridwan. She has the power to cure the Lagdavrit if she wishes it. I know it in my bones. Before you go after Usakâr, would you check on Milingor, my wife? She is behind me, having to the Beroth growing over the bridge. It pains me to see her so. I wish to help her, to stop her wearing, as she feels it is not her time yet. But yet the Beroth still readily accepts her. I do not wish for her to go yet. Selfishly, I want more time with my beloved. Also, if there are any dead branches on her Beroth, please prune them. It is better for her. I cannot do it myself right now, I cannot bear it. Perhaps Grove Tender Ulthral has a poultice to comfort Milingor. You should stop there first, she is on the path above me. So it seems Thórvilon is also resisting the fading, and but he's not in the same trance as Celirtas.
May nature's blessings find you.
The southern men make war on my people, outsider. I know not why, only that it is how it always has been. If not men, then orcs. If not orcs, then men. We wish to exist, and they seem to wish we didn't. Others of my kin worry about Thûl, the wearing that comes with age to my people. I have never worried about it. I have a duty to my warriors and to my people to protect them. I will not fade until the threats to my people are removed, so perhaps I will live forever. That was a joke, my friend. Don't look so serious. The southern men who call themselves men of Ordak have made camp east of Vartúlin. They are quite dug in with strong fortifications based on what Sudadit has told me. If you wish to help us, send them a strong message. Defeat a contingent of them at Gathlor. That will buy us time to make fortifications here designed to repel any attack they make on us. Please go to Gathlor and teach the southern men a valuable lesson, that they reap the discord they have sown.
Lead that man.
We Kintai have a saying, outsider. When the tree resists the wind, it is the wood that cracks, never the wind. We all must be in balance with nature, never resisting its flow. These southern men, these men of Ordak, they are always out of balance, destroying the natural way of things. They have built great fortifications at Gathlor, further destroying our forests and sometimes even using the husks of our sacred Beriathan to protect themselves. Break their fortifications, destroy this blasphemy against nature and the Kintai. It will weaken them and may make them think twice before they again twist nature to their corrupted will. We Kintai know that when the tree resists the wind, it is the wood that cracks. It is past time these men of Ordak learned the same.
What do you need?
There is much to be done if your hands are willing. The Lakdavrit, the pale blight, has swept through our great forests. What once was Lythor, the great emerald wood, has been sapped dry, trees turned as bone and plants turned to ash. We now call these woods Favrathor, the forest of bone, but life still struggles to find its way even within this dying land. As the Arthur Grove tender, I am responsible for tending and caring for the woods around you. As you can see, I am doing a quite poor job of it. These hands, though still skilled, are aligned with more than experience and slower than they used to be. But more importantly, the Lakdavrit has made all of us grove tenders quite powerless. It has ossified the great trees of the ancient forest. We few who remain do what we can to combat it. I have been known to scavenge seed, untouched as of yet by the pale blight. I planted here in Vartúlin that we might transplant these trees and bushes into greater Favrathor when the time is right. I have had good luck with finding unblemished acorns and berry seeds to the north in both Shakdag and Tir Katar. However, the beasts of the area have also suffered from the pale blight, many becoming sickened and frenzied. I dare not scavenge there anymore for fear I shall not return, but I am no warrior. You seem much more capable. If you are willing, would you go there and gather more seeds? It is imperative to the forest that we gather and nurture new unblemished life here in Vartúlin.
May nature's blessings find you.
We have much to do in Vartúlin. Chief among them for myself is nurturing the Beriathan here, which contain our cherished ancestors. The streams running through Vartúlin feed most of the Beriathan, however there are several strands of Beriathan away from the river that require frequent watering. Unfortunately, Sarnor, our waterbedder, has fallen ill. Would you be able to aid us? The task is simple enough. Collect Sarnor's buckets from him, then go to the river and gather water. Lastly, water stand of Beriathan at the bend of the top of the path above us, and at the edge of Vartúlin to my right. Okay. What about you? The Lakdavrit has swept through Favrathor, the forest of bone. The beasts of the forest have not been spared either, afflicted with some disease the hateful men of the south brought with them. It is a heavy weight on my heart, but these afflicted animals, particularly the boars of Shakdag and the servals of Tir Katar, need to be culled from their groups, lest the whole population become afflicted. Please, help us trim the population of afflicted boars and servals north of Vartúlin, but spare any healthy beasts you see. We will rely on them to repopulate Favrathor, whenever we can reverse the effects of the pale blight and restore Favrathor back into Lythor, the emerald wood. I mean, what is the path? A number of stones from the pile, and now we need to get up from there. Okay, I see it. Not as difficult as it initially seemed. A picture of Thórvilon, if you don't mind. Right, there we go. Ah, the boundary stones, yeah. The location for the stone. I see it. Cool. Right. Alright. We are at the upper level, so who are we gonna find in here? Okay. Sarnor. There we go. You are to be my replacement for the day, then. Yes, I am ashamed to say I have a fever and am unable to perform my duties. I tried, but both Thórvilon and Avadril forbade my work this day. I suppose I am grateful for their kindness and yours. The buckets are beside me there to my left. Thank you for this. I shall return to dreams and hope they are of old Lythor, the Emerald Wood. Okay. Yeah, you take some rest. I'll take it from here.
Lead us, mad friend.
Nilingor, yes, she is wearing, but we can make her transition comfortable. I have just the thing. Here, take this poultice to her. It's little more than tea, I confess, but sometimes tea is exactly what one needs. At the very least, it is warm and will comfort her. More of a coffee guy myself, but every once in a while a sip of tea is just the thing you need. The soil loses its cracks and darkens around the Beriathan. Okay, before I collect more water there, I'm not sure. Maybe? I don't know where it will send us, but... what the heck. Let us take this. At the edge of Vartúlin. Yeah, that's what I thought. I just wanted to double check if there is anything interesting across this bridge. Not yet, but if we have a bridge in here, I expect something to happen on the other side. Maybe, hopefully. Like, which ones? These ones? These ones. The leaves of the Beriathan glisten with the infusion of water. Cool.
What do you need?
We can tie aid one another when one of us weakens or falls ill. It appears you do the same. For that, you have my respect and my gratitude. Here we go. There is supposed to be another location for a stone. Okay. Over here. Treasure cache. There we go. Awesome. Thank you. Knew it.
I am embarrassed. At least Thórvilon is a friend and understands the difficulties I have faced in these past few years.
They have become more frequent as Thórvilon seeks to claim me, but I will not allow it. I am eager to meet the others of your company, for speaking with new folk and having new experiences will help me to stave off Thórvilon. It has never been so, and this adventure seems to be no different.
Yes, we have lent some aid to Thórvilon. Now we should continue on to the northeast to rejoin the company.
My brother Kûridwan will be very pleased to meet Celirtas and to learn of her people, as was I. I have said our farewells to Thórvilon. Now we should travel to the north, from where we can assess the situation in Kûranzar. Slirta said the kingdom of Hamad was absorbed by Ordhak, and the city may not be friendly to us or to the representatives of Umbar we seek to rejoin. Yeah, I had the same feeling already from what we learned in Urmag.
Thórvilon asked you to check on me? He is sweet to ask.
And thank Austral for me, for this poultice. I thought I would undergo the throttle, the wearing, when I was ready to leave this place. I am not ready, little one. I don't want to go yet. There is much I would still see and do in this place with Thórvilon. He tells me to save my energy, that I need to sustain my strength another season, and that Cúridwan will soon help us. My strength is fleeting, little one. Each day I see a little less of this grove, my home. Each day I feel increasingly unmoored, less myself. I still feel the wind in my limbs, the dry, whizzing breeze. I feel the cold and the heat on my bark. I wish many things. I love Thórvilon very much. I will hold on for as long as I can. Alright, we have pruned the branches as best we could.
Thank you for your kindness. It is hard some days to bear all the burdens nature has placed upon us.
I only wish for Melingor's safety and the safety and health of all the other hit in this grove. It seems a tall order this day, and most of days, however. If we are to survive, we need you to convince Usakâr to tell you what he knows of Cúridwan. If you can find her, please, let her know how desperately we need a cure for this pale blight. Look around you. This once was Lythor, the Emerald Woods. It has been transformed in a man's span into Favrathor, the Forest of Bone. So many plants and animals are afflicted with disease. We have held it off for as long as we can, however now it has crept into Vartúlin itself. We have nowhere left to go. Avadril knows more about Usakâr. She often streets with him. She will know how to find him and what boons to bring with you. I believe the Golden Maiden can help us survive, we just need to find her. Is the Golden Maiden a river maiden like the river systems in Gondor? Or like Goldberry in the Shire, maybe? That would be nice.
Lead us mad, outsider. I am fond of Thórvilon as I believe his heart is fair. But I do not agree that there is a way to save our people.
We are destined to all join in Melingor's fate, and soon, I believe. Nevertheless, Thórvilon is our leader, and I will follow his wishes. If he wishes you to treat with Usakâr, I will tell you how to do so. Usakâr is one of the few friends we count among men. He has always been a loyal ally and friend to the other Heat. It is customary for us to send with our envoys to him a gift, part of nature's bounty. As you can see, nature has struggled and her bounty is little more than leaves and ash this season. There exists not far from here to the east, however, a small grove of orange trees. When last I walked this orchard, there still were a few oranges clinging to life on one of the orange trees. Bring him a gift of those oranges. I wish I could offer more, but as you can see, we barely have anything to give. The southern men have cursed this land. I fear there is nothing we few who remain can do to reverse their savage violence on Favrathor, what was once Lythor, the Emerald Wood, but which is now the Forest of Bone. After you have the oranges, continue east along the mountain ridge. Where the mountain meets the meadow, there you shall find Dak Usakâra, the home of Usakâr. Will do. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna find the trees around here. Alright. Some oranges. another one through here. Alright. Now we just follow the road. Very curious to meet this Usakâr fellow. You have discovered that Usakâr. And here we have Usakâr the Hermit. This odd man before you must be Usakâr. But there is a treasure caching here, so give me just a moment. There we go. Now we can talk.
You are a strange envoy indeed from the Aduri. What's that? Cúridwan? She's a myth, a legend, a terrible cook.
You bring origins, so you must be an envoy of the other heat. I keep telling them not to bother sending me fruit. I don't need it, but they keep to the old ways, it seems. You are a strange envoy indeed from the other heat. Was that Cúridwan? She is a myth, a legend, a terrible cook. Perhaps the cat's out of the bag with that, I suppose. And cats seldom go back into bags once let out, anyway. I have kept Cúridwan's location and identity jealously my own for a very long time. Still, this forest continues to worsen. I know the other heat continue to worsen as well. As the forest goes, so they go. Perhaps it is time to pay Cúridwan a visit after all. Don't tell her I called her a terrible cook. She'll be feeding me her blackened chicken pie for months as a punishment. Alright, let's be off then. If you're ready, but keep close. These woods are quite dangerous to outsiders and many have simply disappeared in them, never to be seen again. I long for the days when a burnt chicken pie was the most dangerous thing I had to dodge.
If we are to be off, let us be quick about it. This is no time for idle wandering.
Let me mark the important areas on your map. You must pass through these areas and in this order, or you won't get there at all. I will meet you there. I know several ancient paths that few men remember and fewer men tread. There we are. I will meet you outside the cave to Kûgrun, Kûgrun's sanctuary.
You're ready? That is good. You seem to be of stout heart and constitution, which is what this journey, and any pies we eat, shall require.
Alright, let's be off. But what else do you want to say?
For me? Why, yes, I suppose there is something you could do for me.
My favorite walking stick was taken from me, brutal thing. I was walking through the marshes south of here when suddenly these marsh striders appeared, very rude chaps wouldn't take no for an answer, and stripped me of my walking stick. I tried to tell them it was my favorite, but they weren't hearing it for some reason. I would very much appreciate it if you would have a word with them, maybe more likely to listen to you. Anyway, I was walking near Sahumak when I was accosted. I expect the stick is still there, possibly in the possession of one of those boorish marsh striders. This is also... Yeah, so they took your hat and your steak, poor guy.
There is a strange place to this house, my friend. It troubles me. Locals call it Tûl Zakana, the well of forgetting.
Are we finally get a quest that will send us to one of the instances, please? It has arisen like a mirage in recent years. There you may barter for the water of forgetting. This water can make you forget your troubles, and if you drink enough, even who you are. The Shagani who run the well are rumored to be Barkhûshim, adherents to the Church of the Old Saying, with loyalties only to their Dark Lord. I believe they are up to something sinister at Tûl Zakana. Would you scout the outskirts of the well? I fear we will not uncover all the well is hiding, but any clue could help us learn more about the well and its secrets.
If you are up for a challenge, I have another task for you.
It may not be enough to merely scout Tûl Zakana, the Well of Forgetting. We may need to get closer to it. I hear there is a market just outside the walls where locals can exchange coins for this water. Here, take this coin. I want to know whether this water is as they say, or if it is merely a myth that the locals fool themselves into believing. Well, if we are at long last going to get a quest that would lead us to one of the instances, I'm all for it. Please. And thank you. Oh. Oh boy. I gotta get rid of something else. And I don't know what. Finesse and tactical mitigation. But vitality. Finesse. Do I really need finesse? Tactical mitigation. I mean, do I really need finesse is the question. And more importantly, I don't think so, but more importantly, I would lose a lot of vitality. Maybe, not really. I could replace this. Oh, but I don't have... Yeah, I don't see myself using this bracelet. God, why do I get rid of? I mean, these two are basically the same, right? We'll need to worry about that later. I guess missing these items is not what I would like, but... Okay, that is the epic. Oh boy. This map is confusing me so much. A pack of jackals breaks towards you. There we go. And now what? A pack of servals? Yeah. Several servals sneak their way near you, looking to pounce. I wouldn't call two several, but that's just me, maybe. Go. Sorcerers. A passing group of Ordakai has spotted you. Use these Ordakai Bane of Imhular, alright. Inventory overflow, no way. 3 out of 50. What do I have on my inventory overflow? What do I do? God. I don't know what to do.
Here we are. And right on time, too. Here we are. I knew we'd make it. I know this cave like the back of my own hand. Are you ready? It's time to meet her.
Go through the cave door behind me. She is waiting. Alright. I don't know who is waiting, but we'll find out.
Oh, Kûgrun, my home, my golden sanctuary. It is impossible for many to find, but impossible for others to miss. Those who seek out its comfort in good faith find welcome company, and sometimes even answers to seemingly impossible questions.
Kûgrun is still lush and vibrant, untouched by the pale blight beyond. We have discovered Kûgrun, and here we have Cúridwan, the Golden Maiden, which doesn't look at all like a Goldberry or the River Maidens from Gondor, so I wonder.
Cúridwan? Ah, yes. The Aduhrit do call me that. I have many names, but that one suits me as well as any.
The Lactavrit. Yes, as you can see, I have been fighting it in my own way, and recently I've made a breakthrough of sorts. A salve I made that I believe can reverse the pale blight and restore the natural way of things. But I have quite run out of ingredients. I can help you on the Kintai, but I need your help in collecting more of the ingredients for this salve. There are 4 ingredients I need you to gather in order to create this salve. I require marsh strider bark from the marshes of Sahumach. I also need unblemished bog flowers that grow near there. I need scorpion venom from the scorpion dens of Dûlagig. I also require unblemished berries that grow in the scrub brush near Dûlagig. Dûlagig, so doesn't... Boy. It doesn't say. But Dûlagig is the scorpion den we found earlier, right?
It is a new day.
Go quickly, collect the ingredients and bring them straight back here. I believe that Cúridwan can do as she says. I have seen wondrous things from her before, things you would not believe if I told you. She can save the Kintai and reverse the Lactavrit.
I wish we had more time to talk, friend. I see great things in you.
I believe our paths will cross again after this, but for now, gather these ingredients for me and we may yet stop the Lactavrit in its tracks. The Aduhrit of Imhular will not read their last if I can help it. Bring me those ingredients and quickly, and the Aduhrit will have their miracle. Awesome. Okay, really looking forward to it, but that will have to wait until the next one. For the time being though, this has been all on today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.